taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense, and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Loss of 8 yards. It's second.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. A pass underneath for Carson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. The Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again, and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
On the pickup.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 29, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
And this one too low.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina! Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. It needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Powers ahead at the 45. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Jeremy Chin there defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and...
On the delay, here's Carson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
Intended for Will Dissly. Incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash. This from 45. Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Seahawks 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Tackle by Malik Jefferson. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and...
They'll run it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Seahawks 3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and
from the gun. Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Keeps the score Panthers 14, Seahawks 3.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. This is Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11. Looking to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
The pass.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
At their own 26.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. 11 yards there. First down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6.
They go play action now. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Russell Wilson sacked. fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Short throw to Disley. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he will find his man on the outside.
Wilson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The give is to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Malik Jefferson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and...
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
By Darrell Taylor.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
18-yard.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
First down, Seahawks.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now, from the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Carson.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
Wilson's pass.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run it with Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This is Carson. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
They'll try to run with Carson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Just shy of the goal line.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it 4th down be any different. True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
A give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across midfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The throw over the middle, taken in. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st down, Seahawks.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The handoff to Chris Carson. The tackle.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and
now an option play on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. A pass underneath for Carson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Wilson.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Chris Carson.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson got a man and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 24-yard line.
So now the Panthers down by 4, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. He'll buy some time right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well. And
you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And now the 1st throw for the backup quarterback. And his 1st throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And the 11.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run again with Carson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then in the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
back
7.
to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Griffin there defensively.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Final score, Seahawks.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a